Nestled between the twin communities of Buabeng and Fiema lies a remarkable forest reserve known as the Buabeng Fiema Monkey Sanctuary. In this nature conservation forest, you'll see a harmonious existence between humans and monkeys, with the local community safeguarding these monkeys as sacred beings. The Buabeng Fiema Sanctuary is probably one of Ghana's most renowned examples of traditional African conservation, and the local populace has for generations held the monkeys as sacred, a reverence thus intricately tied to their ancestral beliefs and spiritual practices. Francis Ampuma is a senior guard here at the Buabeng Fiema Monkey Sanctuary. He shares with us how a great hunter in the early 18th century discovered a calabash near the Dauro River, which attracted the monkeys to the community.
1827, there was a great hunter called Nanamwa who came to this forest to hunt. And he found a nice river called Dauro. At the riverside, he found a nice blast into the blackhead calabash, covered with a white calico. And he took it to his house, and the following day, the monkeys followed to his house. So the mona, male and the female, and the black and white, male and the female. So he consulted an oracle, and the oracle told that these monkeys, they are the children of the river. And the blood that he took from the river is a fetish. So everywhere they will send the fetish, the monkey will follow. That's why they follow to his house.
Traditional beliefs in these communities strictly prohibits physical harm to the monkeys, hence they live in harmony with the indigenes. There are two types of monkeys here, the mona and the black and white colobus. Solomon tells us more about these monkeys.
We have the mona monkeys and then the black and white colobus monkeys here. When we check the forest here, the size is 4.5 square kilometers, which is over 400 acres of land. And when you move around here, we have the monkeys everywhere we move in. The monkeys are everywhere. So we have the mona monkeys and then the black and white colobus monkeys. These different species of monkeys have a behavior they show out over here. When you take the mona monkeys, they eat most of our food, like banana, orange, pineapple, and all those kind of fruits. And most of our local food, like fufu, yam, bread, biscuit, they eat all of them. So if you're living in the village here, it's not surprised to see the monkeys in the various houses. So they come to the houses to take food from the people. So they come, when they come and then you don't protect your food very well, they just take it away and then go with it. That's how they live here.
Whilst the mona monkeys are friendly and get closer to humans, the black and white colobus hardly gets closer to humans.
The mona monkeys, these ones, we call them mona monkeys. They are friendly monkeys, while the black and white are unfriendly ones. They are quite shy. When we come here, they won't get close to you as these mona monkeys are on our shoulders here. They are unfriendly monkeys. They eat only leaves. They don't eat banana and those kind of fruits.
These monkeys here are living in troops or families and are being governed by their respective male leaders.
When you come inside the forest here too, the monkeys, they live in troops or in families. So those with us here right now are just one family or one troop of monkeys. And each troop have a territory they live on. So they will not cross their territory or their boundary to the other side of the forest. Because of that, each troop have their leader who lead them in terms of everything. So in case there is something going to happen there, that leader have a way to communicate with them. That's what we call the kakum. It's a kakum yajini kokono. So in case they see anything strange, that leader will make that sound to indicate that there is something going to happen there.
3 years after their birth, the male monkeys are seen as matured bachelors and are sent away from the family to start their own lives.
When they give birth to you and they are a male, when you grow up to 3 years, you cannot live here anymore. Because you cannot have two males live with the females in one family or one troop.
So when the young male is up to 3 years, like you're saying, where does it move to?
Yeah, so we have bachelor troop here, Suja4, we have that group
really?
Also here, yes. So if you are a male, you can also create your family, like going with the young females here to different parts in the forest.
You also look for females in other families.
Yes, and then
when
live
you get
with
them, you create your own family.
Yes, into a different area.
One of the features that is quite unique about the Buabeng Fiema Monkey Sanctuary has to do with, this monkey cemetery, which lies right behind me. We have monkeys buried just as humans are done. Interestingly, the first two priests, who supervised this and were equally buried here, as tradition demands. We are taking you through why this community have decided to give their monkeys special burial services as human beings do.
These monkeys that we see here, they died. When they died too, we bury them like humans. So we put the dead monkey inside the coffin, cover with a white calico, and pour libation on it by using shinap or casapreco. So it's a responsibility for the priest, a fetish priest, to bury the monkey if they die. Whilst we bury them, we have their cemetery in the forest.
Then there's this question I posed to him as to how these monkeys, are seen after their death. Don't they die in the various colonies or forests, as we know, and how do they get by their bodies?
When they are about to die, they will come to the village or they will die an opening place so that we can find them and bury.
They don't die in the deep forest?
No.
Why?
Because they want us to bury it. So they will come to the village or they will die an opening place.
So now you may follow me to this part of the cemetery where I've seen a couple of, graves or tombs for monkeys that have, passed on several years back. This one here, adult male Mona, buried on the 3rd of, September, the year 2012. Right here, I have another adult female, black and white colobus, which was buried in 2011, 3rd of October. We have them in different dates. Adult female Mona buried in 2012, adult female Mona buried in 2013. Same here. So, based on the type of the monkey, they give it a burial and then leave an inscription to let you know when this particular burial took place. Obviously, this is so unique. We didn't find it anywhere except here.
The Buabeng Fiema Monkey Sanctuary has over the years attracted tourists from within and outside the country, and this has in diverse ways contributed to the socio-economic development of the Twin community. Joseph Apiaje is the Bono East Regional Director of the Ghana Tourism Authority. He says there is a need to help preserve the forest reserve for many obvious reasons.
This one, because it is a sacred place, the forest has been preserved, variety of medicinal trees and trees. Even now, when we came here, look at the environment, serene environment. So it is very important for us to preserve this forest for future generation. Quite apart from that, it brings in a lot of economic benefits to the community. Now, when we came, at least we bought banana. Some people will leave money here, apart from the entry fee that they will pay. Some buys honey, yam, even charcoal and what have you, cashew, a lot of economic activities because of this sanctuary is booming here in Buabeng Fiema.
Even though there are attempts to help upgrade the site into a much better status, with the World Bank recently putting up this structure, Mr. Piaget tells me more needs to be done to help better the sanctuary.
We were fortunate to have benefited from the World Bank's gesture, if I may say so. And I think it is dear to our hearts. And these are some of the processes that we are doing to add value to the site, because we need to enhance the site so that it can compete with other sites.
To the community folks, the terrible nature of the road network linking the community to other parts of the country is adversely affecting the progress of the sanctuary and the community at large.
Because
our biggest need as a community is to see our roads tapped, because no government will be able to share money or put monies into our pockets. It is a road network that is so dear to our hearts, and should government work on this, the people here will forever remain grateful and will always vote for that particular candidate.
As a community, we do not get help from anywhere, not from government or any other end.
So we are only looking up to God Almighty for His intervention.
How about the numerous revelers who do visit the Buabeng fiema sanctuary? What has been their impression and what additions do they want to see during their next visits?
And this is my first time in Ghana, and we just visited this monkey sanctuary. I have never met monkeys before, so this is a really cool experience, and I've loved every minute of it so far.
I really like here because I've met some animals that I've never seen besides zoo, and I've seen some trees and plants that don't grow in countries I've been to, and I really like it.
I definitely want to come back with more people so that, like Sasha said, like more people can experience it, because before I came, I knew like nothing about Ghana, and I think that more people should know what's here.
I think if the government takes it upon themselves to make tarred routes or quality routes here leading to the Buabeng fiema monkey sanctuary, it would be very better for the community as a whole to also experience the need of a beautiful environment.
As we celebrate the Ghana Month on Joy, it is good to let you know that the Buabeng fiema Monkey Sanctuary is the only place in Africa where one can easily view and pet these beautiful types of monkeys within a community. Anna Sabit, Joy News, Buabeng fiema.